Welcome to How to Write a Literature Review. This video will help you move step by step through the process of this integral part of writing academic research papers. The following slides will help you understand the purpose of writing a literature review and the steps you can take to successfully navigate this process. The main purpose of research is to inform action, to prove a theory, and contribute to developing knowledge in a field of study. When writing a research paper, your goal is to produce a professional document that furthers the knowledge base in your chosen area of interest. We began this process by first becoming a consumer of research. Investigate what has already been done in your field of interest and what still needs to be researched further. We then report these findings in what we call a literature review. By analyzing and synthesizing previous research, a literature review allows you to identify relevant theories, methods, and gaps in existing research. Now, if this is your first time creating a literature review, it can be very overwhelming. But by following these 3 steps, you will start this process off on the right foot. The first step is searching for journal articles that relate to your research topic. You can do this online through the ASU Library's website, Google Scholar, EBSCO, or another database. When deciding upon search terms, you need to enter very specific keywords related to your topic. For example, if your identified research topic is counseling women, that is a very broad topic. You will need to narrow down your inquiry to a specific aspect of counseling women, like what strategies and interventions are most effective in counseling women. You need to dial in on a specific area, otherwise you are going to have to wade through thousands of journal articles to find ones that relate to your area of interest. When searching, make sure any article you select comes from a peer-reviewed journal. You also should limit your search to articles published, ideally, within the previous 5 to 10 years. Pay attention to the population that the study uses. If you are interested in articles about counseling women specifically, then you might not find articles that are focused specifically on counseling men to be as helpful or as relevant to your chosen topic. When searching for articles, you must read them. Do not skim and only read the abstract. That is just a snapshot, and it does not give you all the details that will be found in the article. You might find something helpful in the methods section of an article that is otherwise not particularly helpful as a whole. Not every part of an article must be utilized in your literature review. You can find bits and pieces in several different articles that all help lead you to a cohesive conclusion. Not every article you read will be appropriate for your literature review. Plan to read far more than you end up using. This is normal. I encourage you to thoroughly read as many articles as you can before you decide which ones will be used for your paper. Step 2 entails creating the outline for your literature review. At this stage, you have already read through your selected journal articles. To build your outline, you need to go through each article and write down key definitions, the main purpose of the study, as well as noting previous research findings that are relevant to your research topic. Your primary task is to find consistency among studies or any gaps in what has already been explored. And if you do find any gaps, you need to consider why that gap exists and decide whether it is relevant to your study. Build an internal lexicon. Learn the buzzwords around how this topic has been approached and previously studied. While your final paper should be very logical and coherent, at step 2, it will not yet be that way. Give yourself permission to be curious and messy in this process at the beginning. At this stage, you will have a lot of research articles and a lot of information, but you will not yet know how it fits together. At this point, I like to suggest that people envision a funnel approach to writing an outline. Start with broad ideas and figure out how they connect together before moving to specific insights that are directly relevant to your chosen research topic. As you analyze and synthesize the information you have collected, think about how you can begin to organize it all in clear and coherent ways. By the time you reach step 3, you should have a thorough understanding of the research literature you have selected, and it is now time to begin writing your literature review. From your outline, you must identify 3 to 5 overarching themes or categories to include in your paper. These are like the spine of your literature review. These themes create a coherent structure, providing an ideological flow to your paper. Going back to the earlier example of counseling women, when structuring my paper, each theme should logically lead to the next. And with the funnel approach, they should flow in such a clear way that when the reader gets to my research question, they know how I got there. Remember, the content of a literature review includes main ideas, research methods, results, and any gaps in the research. Your paper is intended to inform the reader about your topic and why it should be important to them. Take your time in completing this assignment because it will take a lot of time. Set aside enough time to complete this piece thoughtfully and methodically. So that is it. If you plan ahead and follow these 3 steps, this assignment can be both exciting and engaging. The process can feel overwhelming and it will be time consuming, especially your first time around. This is not like writing your high school paper the night before it is due and still pulling off a good grade. This project requires a lot of research, analysis, and synthesis. Give yourself a couple of weeks to do your best job. Writing a literature review allows you the freedom to research what interests you. Give yourself the space and time you need to let your curiosity and passion guide you. You absolutely can do this. Remember, if you need help, the POW-C is here to help you succeed. We have self-help resources on our website in grammar, writing, and APA formatting. We also have individual appointments available with writing specialists. Our graduate level writing specialists can be scheduled for anything from a simple brainstorming session or assignment clarification session to a thorough review of your paper. I hope you found these tips helpful and I wish you good luck on your project.